exam, they go back again to the same job. If you're determined to get a job, and you have somebody would have left the job and come here. So it's the main thing. You have to be determined and be hardworking for that. So you will be getting definitely a job in any of the exams. You won't be having these many exams in any other field, and you won't be getting results as soon as this, because you'll be getting results. I got results even in 8 days after writing mains. This won't be happening in any.
Hello everyone, my name is Ravi Sharma, and in this video I have with me Mr. Hari Soundappan. He's from Tamil Nadu, and he has cracked all the 3 big exams: IBPS PO, SBI PO, and RRB PO. He has also cracked RRB clerk, and the most important thing is that he has cleared it in a very little time. And let's know what he has done differently and how he has done it in very less time. So welcome, Hari, and welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
I want to congratulate you first that you have done it. You have done it brilliantly. So tell me, how does it feel when you got your first result? I remember you called me after your RRB clerk. It was your first job.
Yes,
so what was the feeling during RRB clerk result? And what was the feeling when you got to know that you got selected for SBI PO as well?
When I got my result for RRB clerk, I was preparing for my SBI PO interview. The very next day, I had my SBI PO interview.
Okay.
I was really very, very happy to have the result on the very before evening, before attending the very biggest exam for SBI PO.
Okay.
So I was really in a blue moon when I received the result. So it gave me more enthusiasm to attend the interview next day. So I already have a job. If I don't clear also, I can manage for the next 1 year, and I thought I would clear definitely the next time. I had more confidence on me, so I need not go back to some other job for this, so I can be in banking and prepare for a SBI PO.
Correct. So when you have a backup, absolutely your confidence goes up automatically.
Very, very high level. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you must be getting some positive vibes the next day, and by that confidence, SBI PO interview was went well as well. Correct.
Yeah, before that I was a little bit nervous because that was my second interview. My first interview was RRB PO, and I was having no hope on that because I guess the results were not out.
You have done BTech, right?
Yes, sir. BTech.
Civil
engineering.
You have told me that you finished it in August 2020. And from the place you belong, not many people go for government exams and all. They go for MNCs as well. So
mostly the IT companies. Everybody prefer to go for IT companies.
An IT hub. I know many of my friends have been placed to Chennai or Bangalore. So I want to know that what made you to decide and to go for this sector, banking sector.
So first of all, my father is also working in a public sector company. He's working in LIC as an deputy manager. Okay. So I have an example who is living before me. So I came to know there are more opportunities other than IT sectors. So I started preparing when I got my training in my college for campus placements. I also got placement in Infosys as system engineer.
Okay.
And my third year, when I was completing my third year, I got a job.
Okay.
From then I started preparing from.
Okay. So when did you start preparing? Month? Somewhere in mid of
October 2019. 2019.
Okay, 2019 only. So you have prepared it with your college itself, and then you have got opportunity and you grabbed all the opportunities with both your hands. So tell me which exams you have cleared in banking. These 4 only which I have told.
Yeah, but IBPS PO results are yet to be
but you have scored like how many marks above the cutoff in IBPS PO?
29 marks.
So it is
30 marks somewhat.
It would be just a formality, I believe. And you are joining SBI very soon. When is your joining date of SBI?
So officially the mail has not been received for my circle, but when I inquired other circles, it's on 30th of this.
You have got your circle only?
Yeah, I got my first preference circle, Chennai, sir.
That's so lucky of you. And let's now discuss what you have done in your preparation days and what kept you motivated and everything about related to preparation. So what were your marks in the first mock you have ever given?
Around 30 to 40, not more
30
than
to
that.
40. Correct.
Yeah.
So do you have failed a few exams as well?
No, my IBPS PO was my first exam, sir. Because
Okay.
I was not eligible before that. I got my degree on the very last day. I got my results on the very last day of my application closer. On
Okay.
26th, the application was closing. I got the result on 25th.
Okay.
So I was eligible the very before day.
Correct. So I want to know, how was your day looked like when you were preparing, when you were a decent aspirant, I would say. How your day looked like?
Sir, when I was studying during my college days, I would have both internal exams and semester exams. I would prepare on the remaining days only. Morning an hour or two, evening an hour or two. I'll be prepare only on the days which I don't have exams. Till March, I was having my college. Till March, I continued the same. From October to March, around 5 to 6 months, I had the same schedule. I would definitely make an hour or two for this every day.
So what did you study in those 2-3 hours?
I cleared my basics regarding all the topics.
Okay.
For prelims, I was solely preparing for prelims on those days. I didn't even care about mains because I don't know whether I would be able to clear prelims or not.
Correct.
My aim was to clear prelims. Yeah.
Correct. So even my mindset was same when I started preparing. Let's clear a couple of prelims and then we will think about mains. As banking.
Next time we'll think of mains. I was having the mind
a
same
lot of
thing.
opportunities throughout the year. So
we'll have 5 to 6 exams per year for minimum. We'll be having a regular exams 5 to 6.
So what according to you needs an aspirant to clear prelims? What are the things he has to keep in his mind to clear prelims?
So first of all, everyone has to clear his basics in every topic. And aptitude, we have many types of topics. We have to clear that. And reasoning also, we'll have many type topics like syllogism, inequalities, etc. They have to be clear in the basics first. They need not focus on speed when they start preparing. I think everyone will be focusing on speed, and they don't clear the prelims when they start preparing. So they should take care to clear their basics first.
So from where you have cleared your basics?
So everything from YouTube, sir. I didn't even purchase a video course.
Okay, so you randomly went to YouTube and searched the topic and watched the topic.
If I want to see a topic, I just search. If I want to I want to read about boats and streams, I will search as boats and streams for banking exams. I'll see all the videos till I get a clear concept how to approach the sum. If I get a clear concept, I would finish the topic and go for the next.
Okay, so after clearing your basics, you must have practiced a few questions. So from where did you did that practice?
So everything is available for free in Telegram groups. Many Telegram groups are there, and they have lots and lots of.
This is the same answer I have given you when you have asked me the question that, sir, we have to practice.
You gave me many channel names too.
I want
many PDFs from there.
I want aspirants to know that there is everything freely available on Telegram and Google. You just have to search on it. Yes, you have to write top 500 questions for this topic, top 100 questions for bank exams, and you will get a lot of questions. And I would always recommend you to practice from PDFs because the paper will be online. So it is very important to get familiar with the screen. Correct, Hari?
Yes, sir, definitely. But many, I think I came to know many are practicing mocks in mobiles. I don't know why they take mocks in mobiles. There will be no use in that, I guess.
Yeah. So I would also suggest that you should practice mocks in the laptops or desktop only, right? Yes. So Hari, I want to know a bit in detail about subject-wise strategy. So what was your strategy in quantitative aptitude? A lot of people think that if you are not from engineering background or something like this, they feel demotivated, or they feel like engineers have some undue advantages, but I don't think so. So what was your strategy in quantitative aptitude?
Sir, mainly in prelims, we consider you will get 5 to 6 questions from simplification and 5 questions from missing number or wrong number. This and quadratic equations, more or less, these 15 questions everyone should attend. For this, we don't need any special. You said like thing. We don't need anything like that.
Correct.
We just need to practice. Everyone knows simplification. Everyone knows quadratic equation. And missing number is just application of our mind there in the exam. So these 15 marks can be grabbed by anyone easily. Should be grabbed in order to clear prelims. And the remaining marks can be coming from any arithmetic topics. We'll be getting a minimum 7 to 10 questions from these topics. So in order to clear arithmetic questions, we need not clear all the topics. There are nearly 15 to 20 topics in arithmetic. We should be familiar with at least 7 to 8 topics, which would be much enough. So it would not be enough for only for prelims, but also for mains, because mains we have complete BA even in arithmetic topics.
Correct. So the strategy is very simple. Practice the questions which are sure to come in the exam, and do get your familiarity increase with a few arithmetic topics as well. So the strategy is
the regular topics we will be getting like boats and streams, trains, mixture and navigations, time and work. We will be getting definitely for sure we will be getting a question in these topics.
Correct. So you have to find a few questions from arithmetic and 15 to 20 questions which are short and which do not need any extra mind. You just need some practice and you will be good in the exam. Yes, great.
We need to get at least 20 to 25 marks. That will be much enough to clear the prelims.
In quant, if you are getting around 25, you are a champion.
Great mark.
Yeah. So what you would say about reasoning? How you have done it for prelims?
So in reasoning also, the basic in inequality we will be getting 3 to 4 questions. Syllogism in prelims are not for a PO level. For clerical level, I get will be getting definitely 5 questions from syllogism and 3 to 4 puzzles and seating arrangement. For syllogism and inequality, we should practice. There's nothing more. We have to clear the basics for a syllogism, and we have to practice. Inequality can be solved by anyone. That's nothing to be taught in inequality. So that will be easy. And for the main thing in reasoning is puzzle and seating. So everyone has to practice. Nothing more to be done in those things, because that can't be taught. Everything has to be new, and we have to learn ourselves. If we have to increase our speed by solving more and more puzzles.
So you should know the basics, and then it is all practice. So how many puzzles you have practiced every day, Hari?
So every day around 5 to 7 puzzles I'll solve. I mean during the lockdown time. So that counts a lot, PDF, I guess. Right? Yeah, from PDF only, sir. Nothing more. I didn't buy any course.
Correct. So next is English. A lot of people face difficulty in English. Initially, I thought that people from South do not face difficulty in English, but I have received a lot of messages that everywhere in India, if you have not studied English well in your school days or college days, you face the difficulties. Even I have faced difficulties, but now it is okay. So what would you say to all the students facing difficulty in English?
So what is a perspective from South is the North people are better in English than the South people. So they are getting the job very easily. Many people, when I spoke to some people, they speak so. The North people are getting job only because they know better English than us.
Okay.
But you are saying that South people are better in English.
I mean, it is the mentality. See, this North Indians think that South Indians have better English. South Indian think that North Indian have. So it is just a mere. It is just a thing that you should not think about. So what was your strategy in English?
As you said, I had better English understanding from my school days. And I would, I don't prepare anything specially for English. I daily read English newspaper, the Hindu paper, for an hour or more.
Okay.
Editorial in that, including editorial for half an hour, and remaining part of the paper for half an hour more. half an hour to 45 minutes. This was the only thing I followed. If we regularly read the paper, we can definitely crack the exam, because nothing more is nothing more of a high level English is there in banking exams for English. Just high level high school English is asked.
Correct. So you are saying that one must focus on reading only in order to get good marks in English. So
I don't say everybody should follow the same. I followed this and it worked for me. Someone will like watching movies with subtitles, so they can learn English from there also.
So the basic idea is to get connected with English. So spend time with English. Do read some newspaper. Do watch some English movies with subtitles or
read
without
novels.
subtitles. Read novels, or you can solve a few quizzes, and that's it. English is not that tough, I would say. So once you start
English
getting marks,
is not tough.
English will become your friend, right? So
we can score more.
Yeah, correct. And it is a blessing if you have a good English, right? So after prelims, let's move on to mains. So when did you start preparing for mains? Have you prepared along with the prelims, or you have just started preparing after you think that you will clear this prelims? So what it should be?
So everyone would say that we should start preparing for prelims and mains from the beginning. But what I did was when I got my notification for IBPS PO only, I started preparing for my current affairs and other things, aptitude, everything. Till that I was not preparing for mains. Only after getting the notification, I started preparing for mains.
Okay.
During my college, I was I was completely preparing for prelims.
Correct. So what you were planning and what you were preparing for mains?
So for mains, after my IBPS PO and clerical prelims, I had around two months for the next SBI PO. So during those 2 months, first month I completely prepared for mains. I started preparing for current affairs from the beginning. When I got my notification itself from August, I guess I started preparing notes. From watching videos only, I make my own notes and I prepare for current affairs.
Okay, so from where you studied current affairs?
So from Adda 247, morning YouTube videos.
So, okay, so you have prepared from Adda 247 morning videos. So you would make notes every day, and once you make notes, you do not see the video again. You just revise it from notes.
No. Right. I watched the video only once. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what should be the ideal strategy, or what was your strategy for clearing current affairs section?
So I took only this. I didn't prepare more, or I won't put any quizzes. As many would prefer going for quizzes, I just make notes on my own and I revise my own notes. Handwritten notes.
How frequently you have revised your notes?
So every day I would revise before starting my writing for the day. I would just revise. If I had completed 50 pages, I would just go for 20 to 30 pages for first day and next 20 to 30 pages for the next day. I won't make notes by days. I separate the topics. I make 40 to 50 topics. I like committees for India, committees for world, awards, sports, etc. And I would just write down the notes where if a scheme is being taught by the sir, I would just write in the schemes page. So it would be easy for me to revise.
So it can be clearly seen that you have put in a great number of hours for current affairs.
Just an hour, sir. Just an hour for writing and an hour for revising. 2 hours a day.
So when you combine 1 hour every day, it becomes a big number. So I have seen that. I can see that this is why you have got cleared these many exams in very less time, right? So
no, I asked that too from you only, sir. You said you prepare from a.
So we have.
Yeah, it's fine here, sir.
Yeah. Here. So You were telling something.
Yeah, so about my current affairs.
Yeah.
You are the one who suggested the page.
Yeah.
247 and Affairs Cloud. You gave both of these and you asked me to follow any one of those. I
Yeah.
followed Adda because Affairs Cloud was to prepare. They
Yeah.
gave a n number of newses every day.
So you have prepared from your notes, and till the day of exam, if you want to guess a number, or if you want to tell a number, that how many times you have revised your notes?
Completely around minimum 5, sir. I don't know
Minimum
maximum
5 times.
numbers.
So you must have got good marks in current affairs section in SBI and IBPS.
Yeah, in IBPS, in SBI, I don't know, sir, because they don't give sectional marks. For IBPS, I got 32, I guess, out of 40.
Oh my God. So he has got 32 out of 40 marks. So just because of making notes and doing frequent revisions from his notes. So you know it all, but you are lazy and you do not do it. That is why you don't score marks. So everything is in front of you. So I would again request you to prepare accordingly and prepare with all your heart, right? So for mains, apart from the preparation, you also need good mindset. So what was your mindset in SBI mains? So SBI mains is considered as one of the toughest exams of the country. So what was your mindset? What were you thinking in your SBI exam?
So SBI PO was my first mains because all before I was writing only prelims, and I cleared all the 5 prelims before entering SBI PO mains. I got all my results.
Correct.
And that was my first. I had my center in Chennai.
Okay.
I saw when I went there, everyone was preparing current affairs with their PDFs. They had their printouts, and I was scared. Oh my God, these many people are preparing till the last minute. And you said before that SBPO, you said just go stand there somewhere away from the people so you won't get scared. But I was trying. That was a small place. I couldn't go anywhere. So I was just standing and watching. Many people were preparing the PDF. Monthly PDFs, right? They would have their printouts and they were preparing. I was just nervous before entering.
They were preparing
so from.
Those people are only those people who do not have their notes and they just do it in rush. Yeah. That is not the right way. So I always.
So I too thought, because I have not written any mains. This was my first main. So I thought, this would be the proper strategy. I was not doing well. I don't. I was in a nervous mood when whether I could get my questions back. So whether I will get my questions which I had prepared for, or should I prepare from the PDF? I was in that dilemma when I was entering the exam hall.
Okay.
And when I went there, the SBI PO current affairs questions were out of the world. Nobody knows the answer. They were like that. When I thought, okay, I was not prepared well, so I didn't do proper. When I came out and I inquired this, everyone had the same mindset. No one had gone more than 20 questions.
And how about
everyone was
mains?
IBPS PO mains was just opposite to that.
Okay.
I was able to attempt 34 or 35 questions from that.
Okay, so you have done it. You must have done it in 5 to 7 minutes, and you were free for the next.
Yeah, I was sitting freely for the next 20 minutes. I had some water. They gave me water. I was.
Correct. So when SBI PO current affairs was different from all the other exams, or it was out of the box, I told people that these things happen. If it is tough for you, it is tough for everyone. That is okay. If it is tough for only you, then it is a problem. So if you are prepared well, you will get good marks in IBPS PO, and same thing happened, right?
So I was having the RRB PO the very next day of SBI PO, sir. That too, I was scared because the very next day I had exam. I was scared. What will be the questions? Will this be enough? Will I be able to clear the section?
How was RRB PO mains exam?
It was somewhere between SBI and IBPS. Not that TCS IBPS and not that tough as SBI PO.
In between that.
I was able to attend 26 to 27, I guess.
Okay. So my next question would be that you are done with So what was your mindset? I still didn't get my answer. What were you thinking when you were attempting, and what was your thoughts that uh, I'll do it no matter how hard, or what it was like when you were
Yeah,
sitting
I
in the
was
exam
thinking.
now?
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, I've come this far from clearing the prelims. Many people struggle to even clear prelims. So I
Yeah,
thought I would be making this year. I would be making this year. At least a close call should be there. If I even miss it, it should be like 1 or 2 marks I should be missing, not more than that. So I should give my full thing in this exam. So what
yeah.
matter it happens.
So it is the right mindset, I would say, because if you think too much about that, will I'll get fail or something, you would not perform well. So your mindset was absolutely correct, I would say. That is why you have performed so well. So after prelims and mains, how did you prepare for interview, and what are the things you would say that one should prepare for interview?
For interview, for my first interview was RRB PO. On that, I didn't have any questions from in English language. It was completely from my local language. I had my interview in Tamil.
Correct.
So I was prepared completely in English only. So how to handle the answers if I don't get it, I was prepared in English to how to handle the question. It was completely out of the box when I got questions from Tamil.
Okay.
So when I entered itself, they greeted me. They asked me to come inside in Tamil. Everything, not even a single word was spoken English.
Okay.
So we have to be. I was not completely. I was not prepared for that.
Okay.
And for my preparation, you had my mock interview over phone for RRBPO.
I see, if you want me to tell how you should prepare for interview, I would say that take it as an opportunity to yourself to know yourself better, and prepare everything around you, about yourself, about your graduation, about your mindset, about your strength, weakness, about your schooling, and about your current job, and why you want to come in banking section. And then the most important thing I would suggest is give 1 or 2 mocks to anyone around you, and you would be fine. So how was your experience with the mock interview that I have taken, and how it helped you in the actual interview?
So it really helped me a lot because that was my first interview. I had not attended any previous interviews. So that gave me a boost to how to approach an interview. Though it was completely different from what I expected, I was able to manage the situation because I
Correct.
had already given an interview and I came to know how to manage the people during this tight situation. So
So
in that manner, I managed and I got around 70 marks out of 100 in
okay,
RRBPO.
great. So it is a very good score, and I would say that just like the mocks we give for mains and prelims, mocks for interview are equally important,
Yeah,
right? So
definitely, sir.
from mocks, I now want to ask you that how many mocks you have given for prelims, and how many mocks you would suggest people for mains as well.
So for prelims, I don't remember because I would have taken at least 50 plus.
50
I
plus
don't know the
mocks
exact 50
combinedly
plus marks. So,
for all the exams.
so for all the exams in
Yeah,
general, for uh, for RRB, I didn't take any special marks before. Just a week before I started preparing for RRB because all the pattern was same. Only the
correct.
English was
Pattern is same.
missing.
Correct. So for
So I
RRB,
prepared more.
so for RRB,
Yeah. So,
from where you have prepared the computer app?
so for computer too, I relied on YouTube only, sir, because I was having the very next day I was having RRB PO mains after SBI PO. I was having exams in two different centers. One
Okay,
was in Chennai, other was in Coimbatore, and it's around 550 kilometers far. So when I was traveling in train, I just watched the YouTube videos of previous year's questions and what can be asked for RRB PO. I just searched in YouTube and I watched around 5 to 7 videos. That's it. I
correct.
was not even aware with computer awareness because I was from civil engineering background, so no computer was taught to me. So
Okay.
I managed to score 18 out of 40. That was enough.
And how about the mains mocks? So how many mocks you have given for mains?
So for mains, I don't think I gave many mocks because I prepared from a PDF course available in a Guidely channel, I guess.
Correct.
They'll be selling around for 300 rupees a mains PDF mock for around 50 days. When I had time between IBPS PO and SBA PO, I managed to solve the questions for all 50 days.
So yeah,
So
yeah.
I came
You
to
give special PDFs for mains level questions. And
for
Guidely,
for
correct.
all the topics, for English, reasoning, aptitude, and current affairs, everything was given. So I managed to solve all 50 days.
So
So
I didn't have the access of those PDFs. So if someone do not have access of those PDFs, how many marks he should give according to you for mains?
So for mains, the thing is time management is the main thing, because we'll be having a large number of time, but we have to choose the questions properly, or else we would be wasting a lot of time. I too got one puzzle when I started my SBPU. The first section was reasoning. I got my first puzzle, so I thought it would be easy and started solving it. It took me around 7 to 8 minutes to realize that I can't solve this puzzle. So the all first 8 minutes of my exam got wasted in that single puzzle.
Some people waste 20 minutes and they get to realize that they have
no, I wasted around 8 to 10 minutes. Definitely in the first 10 minutes, the beginning of my exam, the first 10 minutes I wasted in the puzzle.
But it is a blessing that we have 50 minutes in every section in mains, around 50 minutes.
Reasoning, we have 1 hour. 1 hour for
1 hour,
reasoning.
60 minutes.
Yeah,
so it is you can come again stronger from any point of time in mains, right?
Yeah.
So
we have to give up the question. We should not give our ego fight. Yeah.
Like you should not stuck on any question.
And the main thing in mains is we have to prepare. I prepared rigorously for a descriptive paper, because in SBPO it gives you 50 marks.
So yeah, next question. Definitely the next question would be about descriptive. So how you have prepared for descriptive, and what it was like in the exam?
For descriptive, I would dedicate half an hour daily for that every day. From August after getting my
what you have done in that half hour?
For half an hour I went for speed practice. I got a new keyboard. I have only a laptop. I got a new keyboard. So the exam will be in same keyboard, I guess. You don't get laptop keyboards there. It would be of very sensitively. So I got a new keyboard and I started preparing speed test from online sources only.
Okay.
So there are 2 websites, I guess.
You didn't practice about some topics or something?
So that was in my last week only I prepared for that. I was completely dependent on my speed practice. I thought that my English was okay, so I can manage to write an essay. But I typed around 3 to 4 letters or essays on the last week only.
So it is very important to know that in descriptive, the main things are your grammatical ability.
Yes, I believed in my English, so only I didn't. I thought I could make it in there.
Correct. So
the speed I was not aware with. I didn't go for any typewriting classes or anything. So I want to prepare newly for the speed. I managed to get around 60 to 70 words when I was nearing mains. I started with 30 words per minute. I came nearly 60 to 70 words per minute.
60.
So that was very useful. So that was very useful to revise my answers. So in order to check the answers, I get around 5 to 10 minutes in the last. I managed to finish in the first 20 minutes, both essay and letter.
Correct.
So I managed to check it again.
So you have done it smartly, that you have realized that in writing section or in descriptive section, it is important to have a good speed. I always tell people that you must have good keyboard speed, and you should focus on spelling and grammar mistakes as well. So
I managed that. I thought that English should be enough for. So you don't get very tough topics like economy, etc.
Yeah.
In both the exams I got topics related to COVID only, sir.
Yeah. Great.
That was easy.
So we have covered prelims, we have covered mains, we have covered descriptive, we have covered interview. So what was your interview experience in SBI? So what did they ask, and what was your experience in IBPS PO? Tell me briefly.
So in SBI PO, when I entered, the first question from the chairman was I had 2 female members and 3 male members. And the chairman was sitting, and he when I entered, he was having my mark sheet in his hand, and he asked about some subjects. What you learned in this? You just tell me what you have learned in this subject. I was shocked, but I was not prepared for. And he asked about what I learned in my first semester.
Okay.
So that was completely out of box. So and I managed to make up the answer somewhat. So because he doesn't know anything about my subject, so I managed to make up that point of time. So he was okay with the answer. He didn't ask more about that. So after that, yes, sir.
So how many questions he asked from banking?
So from banking, he didn't ask anything about banking, sir. The other panel members.
I'm asking about the total panel.
Total panel.
Are there questions from banking?
So from banking, there were only few questions. So 1 or 2 questions I got from banking.
More
that was what are the payment? More questions from current affairs. I got from current affairs. One of the madam asked me, you know who's Mr. S. Jaishankar? Yes, I said he's our external affairs minister.
Okay,
and she asked me, when I answered, she asked me what are the recent meetings that he attended.
Okay, great. So
and she also asked, do you know what he was before he became the external affairs minister? So I said he was our secretary for external affairs in the last period.
Correct.
And she also asked about, do you know who's Vijay Mallya and why he fled away from India? Okay. So on that I had many questions, connecting questions I got. Why did the government didn't take steps to bring him back? Which are all the banks he cheated? So there were 7 to 8 questions from Vijay Mallya case.
Okay. So Vijay Mallya, okay. So one must aware about the current affairs, current happenings around him, and also about yourself. You should not tell them something that is not honest, right? That is not correct. So be honest and be prepared for current affairs, be prepared for some banking basics, and your interview will be fine if you keep a smile on your face. Correct.
And if for IBPS PO, the scene was completely different. I had 90% of the questions from my graduation.
Okay.
Everything from my graduation.
Okay.
Around 80 to 90 questions were from my graduation. I thought everyone would have prepared questions for it, because the one who was waiting after me for interview from my same graduation, the one who entered before me was also from my same graduation. So I think they would have prepared some questions, and they asked me a lot about that.
The thing is that if you have recently graduated from some college, you would definitely see some questions on your graduation for sure. Right. So if you have done graduation 4 years back, then you can have some
they will be asking why gap. They will be asking about the gap. What are you doing for these years?
They can ask you about gap, but you should honestly justify that gap, and that is it. So
that was much.
It was a great talking to you, Hari. And
same.
Lastly, I really want to congratulate you again. And
thank you.
Hopefully we will be connecting very soon again. And at last, I want you to say to take 2 minutes and say something to the aspirants. So what you want to say to everyone watching this video?
So I would like to say those who are preparing for banking exam, they should be determined to get a job. I see some people, they come here, they go, they prepare for 1 or 2 years, they don't clear any exam, they go back again to the same job. If you're determined to get a job, and you have somebody who would have left the job and come here, so it's the main thing. You have to be determined and be hardworking for that. So you will be getting definitely a job in any of the exams. You won't be having these many exams in any other field, and you won't be getting results as soon as this, because you will be getting results. I got results even in 8 days after writing mains. This won't be happening in any other government field. So the best thing is to be determined and work hard for it. You will be getting a job definitely on day.
Okay. So you must stick there. You must hang in there. Even if you are not getting good marks, you will definitely get a job, because the chances is highest in banking, because there there are not many
I
opportunities.
see people waiting for results who have written CGL 2018.
Yeah.
That's a
Correct,
huge,
correct.
yeah. That's 3 years in the middle. What will be they doing?
Yeah.
It's very.
So what, last question is, what kept you motivated when you felt some demotivation while your exams, while your mocks and exams?
So the main thing that kept me motivated was the videos which I watched. You gave me motivation. You were one of the where I got motivation to keep preparing for this,
Correct.
because I already had a job. I got my job in Infosys. I was not called due to the lockdown, or else I would have joined the job in May itself. The main thing that helped me clear this exam was the lockdown, or else I would have gone for the job and I would have not prepared for this year. But I had in my mind that I should write the exams, but I don't think I would have cleared this year,
Okay.
because the 6 months preparation wouldn't all be enough. So the main thing is we have to be self-motivated, and we can get a lot of motivation from stars like you and many other people.
Thank you very much. And I would finally say that if you really want the job, please be very, very focused, and focus on the process only. Results will surely come if you be determined, as Hari said. Be determined and keep your efforts going and be consistent. So there is not a rocket science behind getting a job in banking sector. Just be consistent and be focused and focus on the process. That's it. Right.
Yes.
So
We have
thank
to
you
believe
very
in
much,
ourselves, sir.
Hari. It was a great talking to
Yes,
you.
sir.
And
Yeah.
all the very best. And my best wishes are with you, that and I'm damn sure that you would do great in SBI as well. We will surely
Thank
see
you
you
very much,
as a
sir.
chairman few years down the line.
Oh,
And
no.
my best wishes are with you. Right.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much for your wishes. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.